Everything's desensitized. Everybody lives a lie. Everything that should have happened didn't, but it could have, and I failed to see the funny side. Everyone's a follower. There's no use in being popular. Everywhere I go, somebody always seems to know me when we say hello with eyes and not with words. Everybody's uncomfortable, twitching on her pedestals, drinking more and more so we can say something important, but we're screaming out for more. Yes, we're screaming out for more. But oh, how times change, oh, how times change. Got a perfect picture in my mind of the old days, when we were young and running free and unbelievably naive, imprisoned in a vision of the then and not the now.
Are you John?
No. Yeah. Please, sit down.
Thank you for agreeing to meet me.
What? Oh, yeah.
I think it's about time you and I got together and had a little talk, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
How long have you known?
Long enough prepared to admit, probably.
I take it this is the first time she's ever...
Never. There's never been anyone else. Anyway.
I used to be the same way. But then I realised whatever happened, I couldn't change anything.
I just hadn't thought to change being with someone else. It just makes me sick.
I know. I used to feel the same. But this time I think it's different.
This time?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still in love with him.
So what's changed then? Why you sat here with me instead of being with him?
Because of Jean.
Jean?
I think he's ready.
Ready? Ready for what? To get on with my Jean? To play happy families with my wife? To sleep next to her in my bed? You're off your bloody rocker.
Have you met Brian?
No.
Liar.
What?
You've been following them, watching them.
So what if I have? I've been looking after her, keeping her safe. What business is it of yours?
You made it my business. You've probably been telling Jean that Brian's a con man, that he's after her money, that he doesn't love her.
So what? It's true, isn't it?
No, it isn't. And you know it.
Well, I don't want her with him. She's mine. She's married to me.
No, she's not.
Don't be bloody daft.
For as long as you both shall live, till death do you part.
Stop it.
Well, face the bloody facts then.
25 years we've been together, and not once has she ever thought about anyone else. And neither have I.
John.
I've never once left her side.
John.
I've been there for her, watching over her.
No, you haven't. You've been interfering.
I've been protecting her.
The only person she wants protecting from is you.
Damn, mind your own business.
Look at you. Interfering. You're not only making her unhappy, but my Brian too.
You all right?
Did you see if somebody's walked over my grave? No, I won't.
How did you find me anyway?
I just tuned you in. How else?
I don't think I've ever done that.
You're telling me you've been dead for 20 years and you've never tuned anyone in?
I wouldn't know how to. I can go to places I know, like here. My granddad would bring me here fishing when I was a kid.
I remember coming here with my mum, waiting for my dad to come home on the ferry. He always had a bag of sweets in his pocket, and then he'd pick me up and carry me on his shoulders all the way home.
I miss me granddad.
Go and see him then. Give me your hands. Now, first you've got to find him. Picture his face. Now, you've got to picture what he's doing and where he is.
There he is. He's in his garden.
Now, the trick is, you take that image and you turn it into a picture.
What, like this?
Yeah, that's right. Now put the picture in a frame, and now you make the picture grow. That's right, keep going. Now it becomes a window, and then it becomes a door, and then you just step through.
Morning.
Hello. I seem to have lost somebody.
Never mind.
I've just met your granddad. What you doing here?
I don't know. Jean's here. She's buying stuff to bake a cake. I don't think she's ever baked a cake before in her life. It's not even Christmas.
It's Poppy's birthday. That'll be it. She'll be baking her a cake.
Who's Poppy?
My granddaughter. She'll be 5 next week. But never mind that. Why didn't you come with me to the garden?
I don't know.
The pier. Is there any reason why that might be special to you?
Not that I can think of. I used to fish with my granddad off the pier.
How much younger than you is Jean?
I was 33 when we got married. Jean was 25. Beautiful she was. Couldn't believe how lucky I was.
How did you meet?
My cousin's wedding. Jean grew up with our Robert's first wife, Tracy. Jean's mum used to work with Tracy's mum or something like that. She used to be landlady to the neighbour.
What? Here?
Yeah.
You know, I bet that's it. You come here because this is where you first met Jean.
Rubbish.
No, think about it. You come here, but you don't go see your granddad. I bet you'll have been about 9 or 10 and Jean will have been 3. Her mum will have come to visit Tracy's mum, and at some point you will have met Jean as a child, right here.
Get away.
You must be tied to Jean. That's why you can't go and see your granddad.
What?
You can't go to your granddad's because Jean never went there.
No. My granddad died before we got together.
So she never went to his garden?
No. And, come to think of it, Jean always swore blind she knew me from somewhere. I bet that's it. It'll be from round here. She must have just been a baby. I've got to tell her.
No, wait.
Hello.
Huh? Who are you?
It's me, Margaret.
But you...
Yeah, sorry. Just been seeing my great aunt Ruby, and she only seems to know me from when I was young, so I have to look like this.
Can everyone do that?
Oh, yes. It's a combination of how you see yourself and how others see you. Once you get used to it, you can choose how you want to appear. Don't tell me you don't know about that too.
No. I told her about my name.
What happened?
All she did was ring Tracy and left a message.
Well, that's good. It means she listens to you.
So what happens now?
Well, it depends what you want.
Not sure anymore.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Your Jean and my Brian are making each other very happy, so stop interfering.
And if you don't, you'll have me to answer to.
Where are you going?
Let go!
So, this is where you've been hiding, is it?
Not I. Thinking.
Not whispering, interfering. Come on.
So why is it I can't do the things you can?
To be honest, I've no idea. I was just talking to the Duke of Wellington about it the other day.
The Duke of Wellington?
Yeah, we like to go horse riding together. He seems to think that it's because of Jean and your accident. Can you remember much?
Not really. I just remember this bloke coming across the road and I swerved to avoid him. Next thing I remember, he's in the hospital. We were both there. I was floating round the room. The next minute, all these alarms start going off. These doctors run in and start pumping and putting needles into her. Next thing I knew was that she was floating next to me and she says, "Goodbye, John." I just can't bring myself to let her go. I just grab onto her and I won't let her go. I pull her back until all of a sudden alarms start going off and she gasps another breath.
What about you?
I don't know. They wheeled Jean onto the ward and I went with her to make sure she was alright. When I got back to the emergency room, they were taking the wires and tubes out of me and that was it.
That's what Artie said. You probably missed your own death.
Artie?
Yeah, Arthur. Arthur Wellesley. The Duke of Wellington. Anyway, that's why you can't transform or transport. You never passed over. You've been stuck in Jean's life ever since you died.
So how do I pass over then?
It's easy, just go into the light.
Which light?
Any light.
Oh.
The same way as if you were going anywhere. You just look into the light and you let it grow bigger and bigger and bigger until it surrounds you, and then you just walk in.
Any light?
Yes.
So what's wrong? It's not working.
I can see that.
So what do I do?
You stay here. I'm going to see a man about a horse.
The teacher said a read.
You back then?
Of course.
He's not a bad bloke, your Brian, is he?
Oh, at last. What brought you to this epiphany?
You were right. I need to stop talking and start listening. He's a good bloke and he loves her a lot.
I did tell you.
So don't you feel a bit hurt knowing that he loves someone else?
We had 30 wonderful years together, including a beautiful daughter. And for the last 5 years, he gave up everything to look after me. He never left my side, not for 1 minute. We'll always have each other. But Brian's still got a lot to give.
Hello? Hiya, we're here.
You had your marriage, I never.
Tea or coffee, Dad?
Tea, please.
You're not the only one that didn't have a marriage. What about Jean? What about her? She spent the last 20 years on her own because every time someone got anywhere near being close, you stuck your oar in and interfered.
I did it for her, to keep her safe.
No, you didn't. You did it for yourself. Because if you couldn't be with her, then nobody could.
That's not true.
Well, if that's the case, let her go now. You know that Brian will look after her, take care of her. What's your problem?
I can't.
You have to. Just think about it. There are so many people that need you to do this now. Brian loves Jean, and so do Donna and Poppy. And I just want to see my beautiful husband made happy. But more than that, you've got the chance to give Jean the family she's wanted for all these years.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Poppy. Happy birthday to you.
You look like you've been slapped in the face with a wet fish.
I never realised.
Well, now you know.
What can I do, Margaret?
Say goodbye to her. Tell her you're happy for her and let her go. Come on. Now, it's as good a time as any.
What do I say?
Just tell her how you feel. From the heart. The words aren't important. You just have to make her let go.
Jean, darling, You know that I've been here right beside you every minute since you left me. And I know that over the years you've never once stopped loving me. But I have to go now. You see, I've seen things straight now. And I know how things should have been for you. I know how over the years I've been what stopped you from being the person you really wanted to be. You could have got married again and had kids. But every time you may have found someone else, I couldn't stand the thought of losing your love.
I know, darling. You've always been there for me.
Shh. Everything's going to be alright. You've got Brian now and he loves you. And his family love you too.
Don't leave me.
I'll still be here, looking out for you. Looking out for all of you. You, Donna, Poppy, Brian. I'll still be looking out for all of you.
I love you, John.
I love you too.
Take care.
Goodbye, Jane.
Bye, my love.
Go on. It's time now.
Come on, son, you're not little Johnny anymore. There's someone here who's been waiting to meet you.
What?
Here, this is little Johnny.
I don't understand.
You weren't the only one to die that day, son.
I never knew.
No one did. She thought she might be, but she wasn't sure. She never told anyone. She could hardly bear the thought of losing you. Never mind the baby.
Oh, gee.
Down by the riverside, where castles find the tide, I sing my songs to those long gone, my ancestors in the sky. Lord, Lord, the stars that shine upon this rock take over my dark thinking. They're in between me and my loss, with doubt and anger sinking. Lord, Lord, all remorse and sorry thoughts are scattered where the wind blows, for the opening of doors have just blown out the window, my sweet Lord, Lord, my sweet Lord. Careless of this cruel world, as I reach out beyond it, I used to seek a private peak. Now I don't need or want it, Lord, Lord, my sweet Lord. Down by the riverside, where castles find the tide, I sing my songs to those long gone, my ancestors in the sky. So pass it on, Lord, pass it on.